Hello, welcome to my home. My name is Lisa and this is my channel about stitching. I hope everybody's having a great day. Today is Wednesday, August 12th, 2020. And today's been a pretty good day. I've had my day off. It's Wednesday and I started off with getting some of my housework done, and then I started finishing up a project that I started last Sunday. So I was able to get that finished, and I even kind of filmed it. So I think I'm going to start another channel that talks more about thrift storing and decorating. That way, in case people that are interested in my cross stitch channel aren't interested in that, they don't have to suffer through it. And anybody who is interested in it can go to that other channel. So I got to come up with a cool name. So if you have any ideas, shoot me a comment or a message somewhere. Anyhow, so I was able to get that done, and then wouldn't you know, I hit the wrong button, and so I'm usually the one take wonder, and so try to do everything in one take, and I hit the wrong button. So anyhow, I was just determined. So I thought, while I'm eating my lunch, I'm just gonna get this editing thing taken care of. And anyway, I sat down and I thought, I'm just gonna use whatever's in my computer. There's got to be something in there. And wouldn't you know, I pulled up what was in my computer already, and it was so easy. And so I think it's finishing up. Anyway, so I thought, well, while it's thinking and doing its thing, I will start doing my Flosstube videos. So just a second. Okay, so anyway, so today's looking like it's going to be a very exciting day. I mean, I've been trying to edit for years, and literally it took like 2 minutes to do this video, put it together. So, hot dog, I might be on my way, people. It'll be exciting. It's only been 3 years in the making. Oh my. So anyway, all right, so there has been some stitching going on. I have been just trying to pull out different projects and working on something different every night. There has been one project that I've worked on a little bit at work and a little bit here and there, but I've been having fun stitching, so let's get started. Hope you guys are all having a little bit of time to stitch. I'd be curious to know, are you guys back to semi-normal? Are you back to work? Are you still in-house? I'm back to work, so nothing really is out of the normal here. I'm still going to work every day, and anyway, life is pretty much back to normal except wearing a mask, which is so annoying, but anyway. But I'd be curious to know how your life is going. Is it getting back to normal, or because I know some parts of the country are still like in semi-lockdown or whatever, so just kind of curious. If you feel like chatting with me in the comments down below. Okay, so let's get going. We're here to talk about stitching, not the craziness of 2020. So, one of the things I worked on the most was a Brenda Gervais pattern, and it's called Grateful, Thankful, Blessed. I've seen this for years, and I've always wanted to do it, and that big house just kind of threw me off. But anyway, I decided that for Mania this year I was going to start it, and I did. And I got a little bit of the border done. But anyway, I started working on some of the house, and so I'm real excited with how it's coming along. I still have to come up with a color for the pumpkin that's in the basket right on top of the house. I'm not quite sure what exactly which white I want to use. But anyway, I still have to do the panes in the windows. But overall, I am just really excited with this. So now I just have to do the next two doors. The next two windows and the door. And then I can continue to just fill in. But that was really good because I had such a crappy day yesterday. I don't know, are you allowed to say crappy on Flosstube? Anyway, I had a very crummy day yesterday at work, and so on my break it was good to not have to count, not have to think about anything, but I was just able to fill in some of that orange. So I need to I need to hurry and fill in some more of the windows so that I can do some mindless stitching at work. People are dorks. Oh my goodness. I was literally yelled at yesterday by I don't even know how many people. We were running late and people were very impatient. And it was crazy. The majority of the people were I want to say like retired aged people. And I'm thinking to myself, my goodness, what, you know, what earth-shattering thing do you have to get to? And I know you get busy after you retire, and they probably do have a lot of things that's going on, but I mean, I just don't see what, you know, an extra 15 minutes in my life would cause me so much just, you know, so much grief and dismay that I would have to yell at people over the phone and in person. I can't comprehend it. But anyway, yeah, I was yelled at by multiple people yesterday in the time frame of about an hour, to the point where I was really toying with walking out on my job. I kept saying, no, you need insurance, you need to stay. You might have to get your knees done or something. So anyway, just a second. Sorry, I had to get a drink. Every time I laugh real hard, or start to laugh, I start to cough, so didn't want to put you through any of that. But anyway, long story short, I spent half of my break stitching, and that got me in a better mood, and I had a better afternoon, but I hope people start to calm down a little bit. Okay, enough griping. So another day I worked on another Brenda Gervais basket full of summertime, because I told myself if I don't hurry, I'm going to pass summertime altogether. But don't worry, I already have basket full of autumn time done. So I just need to FFO it. But anyway, okay, so I was able to work on this a little bit. What did I do? I think I just did the flowers and the little bluebird. But anyway, I just love the colors in this. It just makes me happy. I have to find another color to finish the house. And I'm not sure exactly what color I'm going to do in my windows, because of course I'm changing the colors a little bit. So I have to do some thinking. But anyway, it'll be good for me to think once in a while. Okay. And then I was doing some organizing the other day. I forget what I was doing. I think I was cleaning in my living room. And when I did Mania, I had this huge, and I mean it was big, it was like a laundry basket, wicker laundry basket, that I had put all of my Ziploc bags of my Mania starts in there. And anyway, it was full of, it even had like a extra box of Ziploc bags in case I needed an extra Ziploc bag. I had my paper cutter in there if I was going to try to make some little floss ring things. Anyway, but it was right by the end of my, I just have a love seat that I sit on that I have to share with Sarah, my dog. And so that was at one end. And then I have like a little coffee table, not a coffee table, a little TV tray that I put my drink and stuff on, because I'm always afraid that my drink will tip over onto any of my stitching stuff on my end table. So I try to keep that separate. So anyway, so I was getting like a very narrow spot to get in and off, to get on and off of my love seat. And with my knees, it takes me a little bit of a, you know, I gotta get some momentum to get up. Anyway, you didn't want to hear that, but anyway, there it is. I needed a little momentum to get off my love seat. So anyway, but my space was getting smaller and smaller because my little end table, my TV tray, is right here, and this big old laundry basket of whips. So anyway, I thought, okay, we need to rethink this. So I organized all my whips and got them all condensed down into a nice smaller basket. The really cute laundry basket went in my new laundry room, which it looks very cute in. And now I have more room. But and the whole moral of this whole story is that I found a whip that I hadn't worked on in probably, well, I know I haven't worked on it all year. I'm not even sure exactly what time I might have worked on it last year. And it is a I never say it right, Jardin Prive. It's a French, it's called History of Sheep. And so I think this was one of the first things I started stitching again once I started cross stitch up again and a couple years ago. And so I think I'm probably like 2/3 of the way done with it. It's just on a piece of, I don't know, some kind of even weave linen, or even weave. I don't know if I'll ever get the terminology right on that. So linen is not even weave. Anyway, whatever. It's cute. I tea dyed it. So it's real prim. It's real, it's got a lot of imperfections in it, which is what I love. So I kind of used my own colors. And so the little part that I did the other night was this block here. I just worked on it an evening after work. And so I was able to get that part done. But really, I don't feel like I have too much left to do. I'm up in this corner here. And so I just have to finish this little part over here, which, what, maybe a quarter of the way? I mean, a quarter left to do. Anyway, I'm bad at math. Anyway, almost lost my needle. But that was fun to get out. I don't have any idea. What I should do is start measuring to see what this thing's gonna end up as, because I'm gonna have to start looking for some frames at the thrift store, because that's not a normal size. So, but that was fun to work on. Okay, and then pretty much the last thing I worked on was, oh my gosh, I think almost everything I worked on was Brenda Gervais. I worked on Noel Sampler. And so I was just antsy to get into some of the motifs, so I started the little bird. So I was able to get pretty much everything underneath the block there, the Noel block. Did the little branch and did most of the bird. But that was fun. It's funny, I'm using the called for colors, and these colors are really close together. I could hardly tell which part I was doing. But when I look at the colors, I mean, I just love them. They're kind of messy right now, but anyway. Kind of excited to work on that again. See what else I can work my way into. Okay, so then I had made a needlebook last week or whatever, and it was funny. I kept when I was trying to straighten it, since everything is backwards in the camera, I kept straightening it the wrong way. It made it look like it was a crooked mess, but it's really not that bad. But I had remembered I said I was gonna mention my other needlebook that I had made. So this is my second one. The first one I had made out of a freebie off of Pinterest, and this was the stitching part, and so I just made a little needlebook and attached the stitching to it. So anyway, but I don't think I ever stopped the camera and went and got this. I think I talked about it, but I never did it. So I thought, well, maybe I'd share that with you, especially since I don't have any finishes this time. I told myself I was going to go work on my project bag, and I just haven't got there yet. I still have to finish painting my shelves for my sewing room, and oh, that was crazy. There was just a hummingbird at my door. What does that mean? Company's coming? I don't know. That was crazy. I don't have anything. I don't have any flowers around there. I wonder what he was looking at. He just hovered right by the glass on my door and looked in. How neat. Okay. Anyway, squirrel. But anyway, so the only other thing I have to get done today is paint those shelves, because I'm hoping that Larry will help me, or that Larry will. I don't know who I'm trying to kid. I'm not putting the shelves up. I'm hoping Larry will do it for me, and I will help, you know. So, but yeah, that's been a whole week in coming, and I still haven't done it. I don't know what my deal is. I went and bought the paint, but that's as far as I got. I hate to paint. Do you guys like to paint? So anyway, but I just need to just get it done, and so I'm hoping that's going to be the next thing I get into while I'm uploading this video and feeling like I've just accomplished the world today. I will start painting, and then hopefully we can get those up. That's just like one of the last things I have to do, really. All the other parts of the room is painted. I just need to start putting up some shelves so I can bring up some more of my fabric. But so that kind of leads me to pretty much the last part of my video. I thought I would share with you some of the things I got at the thrift store, mainly because they're kind of stitchy related. And so the first thing I got, and I haven't even taken it off the bolt to see exactly how much there is, but it's a bolt, well, like a tube basically, of this really nice fabric. It's kind of showing up a little bit more red than it really is. It's a little bit more subdued in person, but it was just $3. And I don't know, I mean, this goes around there quite a few times. I need to see how much fabric it really turned out to be, but I thought even if I just made a few project bags out of it, it would be a great deal. So I got that. And then I was going through some of the little Notion area, and I found some covered buttons. And oh, it's an old package. Anyway, it's all, somebody just knew they were going to use these and never got around to it. But I'm going to get around to it, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, but they were 25 cents. So that was a good deal. Then I walked around and I ran into these. And I think you can probably still get these at like maybe Michael's or someplace. It's a, how do you say that? Darice or Darius? Anyway, it's like that brand that Michael's and Pat Catan's always had. But anyway, I thought, well, if I put it on like a little candlestick, then that would make a cute thing to finish some kind of round, some round stitching. Sorry, I looked at my counter and I thought the camera wasn't recording. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm talking to myself here. Anyway, but these were just 50 cents each. So I think I got 3 or 4 of them. And then I ran across this little pewter thing. And I just thought that would make the cutest little pincushion if I just made, you know, just like a little circle of wool to go in the center of it and have it be kind of poofy. Anyway, it was 50 cents. So I thought, And then I found a couple little frames. And I've kind of come up with a plan, because there's like 3 other walls that I want to start putting stitching on as some of my 31 Mania projects start to get finished, you know. Anyway, and I thought I'm just going to really try to focus on only buying black frames. I know a lot of people try to like pick just the perfect frame for the stitching to bring out the colors and everything. And I tend to like, I like prim stuff, and I like things not necessarily be matchy-matchy. I don't mind that things are different, but somehow on a wall, if there's all kinds of different colored frames, it kind of makes my eyes go kind of crazy. So I've just thought, if I just try to focus on black frames, then as long as my linen is kind of the same colors, like cream and taupe, I think everything will blend really pretty on the wall, and it'll be easy to move things around. So that's my plan. So every time I see little frames that are black, I'm going to try to grab them. So these were like little shadow box type frames. there's like a 3/4 of an inch type of inset in there. But anyway, they were 25 cents each. Now they don't have any kind of back to them, but I thought, well, I could just put the foam core in there and that'll be fine. So anyway, so that was the end of my thrift store finds. I did find a few more pieces of greenery and a couple more candlesticks and things like that. But anyway, that pretty much sums up my thrift store find. I did want to mention one other thing. My good friend Loretta gave me some cute little beeswax. A guy that we work with, his wife raises or keeps bees. I guess she's a beekeeper. She doesn't raise them, she keeps them. Anyway, so she sells some stuff from, you know, whatever you get from the bees, whatever. I can't even think. But she was selling some of these. So Loretta got me 3 and she got 3. So I think that's going to look so cute in my little box with the drawer that has the stitching on it. So I think I'll put that in the drawer. And then I've got 2 more to kind of set around for decoration. I never use beeswax on my thread. Do you guys? Maybe I should on my overdyed thread, because I seem like all I do is make tangled messes when I use that. That's why I never buy it. But maybe if I use the wax, I wouldn't have trouble. I should try that. I have 2 other ones. Anyway, well, I think this kind of sums up my little video today. I just thought I would hop on here and do a little recap of what I've been stitching this last week. It finally cooled down here for a couple of days, so that was nice. And we got a little bit of rain, so that was wonderful. Our grass, or in our case, our weeds, are starting to green up again. It's funny though. I mean, we have a lot of clover and things like that in our grass, and it drives my husband crazy. He always says, oh, I need to, I need to treat the yard. But I have, we have 3 dogs, and I get worried that, yeah, they say it's safe for, them to be on and everything, but I just get nervous about it. So anyway, so we don't treat our yard. So therefore, we have lots of weeds and whatnot. But it's funny, our yard is green, and the neighbors' yards that they spend all this time treating theirs, and theirs is just dried up to nothing. So I guess it's not too bad to have a few weeds here or there. Ours is green. That's not very nice what I was just saying. I was being kind of mean. Now my grass is probably going to turn brown. Wow. One of these days I'm going to edit and some of these stupid moments will be gone. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great week. And I hope you're doing something that brings you joy. I'm going to go paint, and you know how much joy that's going to bring me. But anyway, it's going to look so cool when I have my baskets of fabric sitting on those shelves. It's going to be exciting. So I'm excited to finish it up. The next thing I have to start doing is unearthing my handy quilter down in the basement. I don't know if any of you guys are the same as me, but if there's a flat surface, I will pile it full of stuff that I'm too lazy to put away. But the fly lady is working on me, and I just might be able to conquer that. But anyway, right now it's just piled high of stuff. So that's the next thing that I have to bring up into the sewing room, and then everything else will pretty much be here except fabric. So one of these days I need to start unearthing that thing down there. But anyway, well, I started babbling again, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna paint. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me, and hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.